We're going to take a look at problem 631 from our text. So our goal today is to just practice. I know you've done this before. I thought we would just review because it is something that you're going to need to be responsible for. I really don't think it will take you that long. So if we look on page 218 in your Inkling book, you will see that the assumptions are outlined at the top of that page. It shows us that in number 1, we have it says that the equipment selling price is expected to increase by 10%. So this is an increase to selling price. Number 2, which we'll also need to take a look at, and this says that we're going to actually get an increase in units by 6%. So we have a 10% increase in this one and a 6% increase in that one. So let's use this information. I'm just going to copy this and use this for format here. And we're going to call this budget income statement for 2012. So we're going to start with the level of 2011. And then we're going to multiply this by 1 plus the 10% to get a 10% increase. And then to that, we need to multiply that by the overall 6% increase in volume. And that should be our new sales projection for the equipment. Now in maintenance, it said that that actually was going to stay steady in number 1, so we only need to increase that by the level of volume increase. So we're again going to start with the level of 2011. We're going to multiply that by 1 plus the 6%. One plus the 6%. And that will give us the new projection, which then expands down to this total revenue. So in our cost of goods sold section, let's see what we learn about that. If we look at number 3, this will tell us that the cost of goods sold is going to increase by 3%. And it's a 3% increase. So don't forget that volume increased at the same time. So when we look at cost of goods sold, we're going to start with this level from 2011. We're going to multiply that by 1 plus the increased volume. Then we're going to multiply that by the new increased assumption from number 3 in the book, which will give us the new cost of goods sold projection. We go down to the operating cost section, and we learn that marketing costs are going to increase. So we start at this level, and number 4 in the book tells us we increase that by $250. Our distribution costs in number 5 actually are in proportion to the number of units sold. So we're going to start with the distribution. And to that, we're going to multiply that by the increased level of production. Our maintenance, which we look at number 6, says we start with the level of 2011. We add to that in number 6, 130,000 to get a new level. And it doesn't tell us anything about those administration costs, so we're going to assume that they remain unchanged. And when we do that, we see that our new projected level will be $843,000. So that was just a review. Again, I assigned it because I know that it's something that you're going to be expected to know how to do. I think it's fairly simplistic, and if you have any questions or problems, upload your file and I'm happy to take a look at it.